Hello guys, Trithon here. I would like to just give you guys kind of like an overview of World of Warcraft Starter Edition. So I've gotten to know the Starter Edition, I think, pretty well. I got to level 20, so I have been playing the trial, of course. So I started with Trithon here, level 20 Priest, and I'd say overall it's been a good experience. I would say though that the trial does have quite a lot of limitations, but I mean, you know, for a trial it's not that bad. But basically, I like to just use this video. I might make it a few episodes long because I don't think there'll be too much information for just one video. But I like to just give like an overview of of the trial and kind of let you guys tell you guys some thoughts I had about it and some tips about it, like it, you know, try and get as most out of the Starter Edition as you can. There's a lot of things you still can do with it, and I think the best thing to start out with is just to level up. You know, get to level 20 as quickly as you possibly can. So let's just enter the world here. Okay, so here we are in Stormwind. Stormwind is one of the major cities for the Alliance. Yeah, so here I am. I have a horse, as you can see. I'm very happy I could get the horse in the trial. So yeah, the first thing I did, as far as leveling up goes, is do the quests. Just get the quests out of the way, get as many of them done as you can, because they give you the most experience. They don't give you that much dough. You know, they might give you some silver, but they don't really give you that much currency. But they do give you a lot of experience. So the first thing I did is, you know, do those, and then the next step is to find some baddies. You know, there's a lot of baddies in the I'll just show you an area here. So the Elwyn Forest is a great place. It's right outside of Stormwind, just right here. And I actually started in Northshire because I'm a priest. I don't know if everybody starts there, but I know the priest does. As far as the Alliance goes, but I started here. And then you spend a lot of time in Goldshire when you start out. There's a lot of quests you can do there, and then there's a lot of baddies all around here. You know, wolves, bandits, and then what else is there? Oh yeah, Murlocs. There's Murlocs all along here in this area. They're along these. They're kind of along these islands here. These small little land pieces here. And you can. One thing I do is I just find a lot of them and just fight them all at once, and then you get the most experience, and you get the most silver that way, or bronze, or whatever you want to call it, copper, and then you get the most items that way too. There's a lot of stuff that if you fight a lot of enemies at once, like if you fight a lot of Murlocs all at one time, you'll find that you get more items. Of course, that kind of makes sense because you're fighting more Murlocs, but they seem to be better items usually, and they seem to give you a little bit more XP if you just fight them instead of just, you know, fighting one, you know, against one. It seems better if you just fight them all together. So that's one thing I would also suggest, is go along here, just fight a bunch of Murlocs for a while. I mean, I don't know how long I fought them, but I would go back there consistently every day and just fight quite a few Murlocs. And then also, well, when you get a little bit higher in your leveling, like I think around 7, 8, 9, 10, around here, around the garrison and right across near like Westfall, there's gonna be a lot of like 8 and 9 characters, level characters, or baddies. So also just try those areas too when you get into higher levels. That seems to help me. Just go fight those guys every day. and those will help you. Those, if you fight, baddies every day, that'll help you gain more actual currency. More copper, more silver, and that usually helps me with that whole process, because the quests, in my opinion, don't give you that much. So I definitely do that every day. Then the next step would be to get a profession. I think it's either 10, level 10. I think it is. You get your profession. The big thing with professions for me that I like with mine. Let's get out of the map here. Is let's just let's see here. Okay, so one thing I do is I go to the mage. I forget what they call it, the mage quarter or something. Yeah, there it is, mage quarter. I usually go here. So right now we're in Old Town, but I usually go here and I go to their tailor, and I go there. Let's see. There we go. And I go there because it actually helps a lot with giving your priest cloth armor. That is if you're actually playing the priest. I've found, so if there's any priest players out there, I found that it's a good idea to level up your cloth armor, and a lot of the stuff that they give you, like that you loot, either will be mail that doesn't apply to a priest, or you can't use. So I would suggest, now of course there's tons of other things you could do, but I would suggest become a tailor as your profession, and then you can beef up your cloth armor, because as a priest, if you want to fight stronger baddies and stay along longer, I suggest getting yourself some more defense, because you're really vulnerable as a priest, just because you can't really wear mail or anything like that, any type of armor really. So here we are. This is the place I go. It's called Duncan's Textiles. I usually go here. It's in the mage quarter, and this is where I have been doing my training. And I'll open up my profession book here. So yeah, so right now I'm a journeyman. I did, as I got into the dungeons and everything, I took a break on it a little bit, so I have been lacking a little bit on that. But anyway, so this is something I've been working on. I'm a journeyman. I'm kind of a little more than halfway, so I'm fine with that. But I have made quite a few things to get this far, and I've applied them directly to my priest. I haven't sold them. I've just put them on my character, and they really have helped. I'd say overall, give better, stamina, health, all that stuff. It also will give you better intelligence too. I find there's a lot of, it helps with a lot of intelligence. So yeah, I think it's a pretty good deal to do the tailoring as one of your professions. And then the second one I did is skinning. Now the reason I did skinning is just so I can do more with tailoring. It's like kind of like it's a major skill, but it's kind of a secondary skill at the same time, because you can't, it's one of those skills where you can use it to you can't really use it to make something, but you can use it as a resource to help you with other professions. So I use that. I was thinking of being a leatherman, but even as a priest, you can't even use leather at the first. I forget how many levels you can't use leather, but it's for quite a while, I think. So I've been using the skinning though, because you can actually use some skinning light leather. Let me see if I have any in here. But basically, you can use some light leather to actually help you with that whole process, with tailoring. It gives you more strength. Here it is, light leather. You use that with fine thread or coarse thread. Do I have any coarse thread? Yeah, there's coarse thread. So you use those to when you get higher in the tailoring levels, you can use that to make your leather or your cloth armor more beefy and just better off. So yeah, I use that. It seemed to work out pretty well. But it's just to make him stronger. I would suggest doing that. So that's what I did for the professions, and I think that's good for this time, and then I can tell you guys more the next video. Great, so guys, thanks for watching, and I'll talk more about it next time.